Okay, we're ready to go here. Wish this thing would focus. There we go. Funny, because we got to focus in here. Anyway, I had to take the glass off because our speedometer needle was out of whack. So, we're going to go ahead and turn the key on. All of our lights come on. See, all of our lights are on. Our gauges are functioning the way they're supposed to. We've got our scan tool hooked up here. We're going to monitor engine RPM and vehicle speed. So that way we can tell whether or not our speedometer is reading where it should be. So let's go ahead and start the car up. Alright. Our tachometer is, let's wait for it to idle down. It's cold, so it's going to take a minute. Our speedometer looks okay this time. So we're at 1,000 RPM. 1,000 RPM. Okay. So let's go ahead. I got a lot going on here. Get my glasses on so I can see what we're doing. Sorry about the odd shots there, but alright, so let's go ahead and move our car out here. One side note you want to do when you're putting that needle down, don't push it all the way down. Push it down until you get just this first hint of resistance. Because if you push it down all the way, it's going to get stuck on the back of your face there, and it's not going to move right. So we're going to go ahead and go backwards here. Get outside our shop walls here that we're building. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn this puppy around. I apologize for the sun. It's always in a bad spot, especially when you're trying to do something like this. And we're going to check for speedometer movement in the correct direction. And it's just barely lifting up off the arm there, which is what the speed sensor is telling it to do. So we know that so far so good. We're checking to make sure our odometer functions and our trip odometer functions, because trip odometer is important, especially when you're counting gas mileage in these tough and turbulent times. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we're going to go down this way. And it's already off target because our speedometer says we should be doing 5 miles an hour and we're doing about 12. So I'm going to have to play with this thing until I get it dead nuts on. But that's what this is all about. Right now I'm not worried about accuracy. I'm just worried about making sure that everything functions like it's supposed to. So I'm going to be messing with this for a good while, but that's why you want to set your mileage back 2 miles. Because it could take 2 miles for this thing to sort itself out. So we're going to go up the road here. Alright, so far it looks like our trip odometer is functioning. So we're going to just run the... Alright, our speedometer according to our speed sensor. Alright, we're at 30 miles an hour on the gauge. 23 on the scan tool, so I know I'm off by a little bit there. And you see that our white number's moving. Our white number's moving like it's supposed to. Let's check our turn signals. Let's make sure our turn signals are functioning properly. Make sure there's nobody out here that could potentially kill us. We'll go ahead and go around the corner here and we'll go down the street. Make sure that all of our gauges are functioning like they're supposed to. Alright, so we've got, what, 34 on the scan tool and we're doing 40 on the gauge. So that tells me we're out a little bit. Okay, our number just rolled over on our odometer. So I would call this a win. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm going to take this thing home and recalibrate that speedometer, and then we'll be good to go. So if you've got any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time.